What if the greatest hero in English folklore was never a hero at all? That unsettling question sits at the heart of The Death of Robin Hood, a bold and haunting reimagining of one of history's most beloved legends. Directed by Michael Sarnowski, the filmmaker behind the acclaimed drama Pig, this film abandons the familiar image of a charming outlaw stealing from the rich and giving to the poor. Instead, it drags Robin Hood into the cold light of reality and asks audiences to confront a far darker possibility. From its opening moments, the film feels less like a traditional adventure and more like an excavation of a myth that has been buried beneath centuries of storytelling. The forests are not magical. The battles are not glorious. The world is covered in mud, blood, and regret. Hugh Jackman delivers one of the most fascinating performances of his career. Hidden beneath a thick beard and years of emotional scars, his Robin Hood is a broken man whose reputation has long outgrown the truth. This is not the noble protector celebrated in ballads. This is a killer, haunted by the consequences of his actions. The film wastes no time establishing its brutal tone. Early in the story, Robin kills a young man seeking revenge for his family. The act is swift, ugly, and deeply unsettling. There are no triumphant speeches or heroic music, only the crushing realization that the legend we thought we knew may have been built on violence from the very beginning. As the story unfolds, Robin suffers a devastating injury that leaves him stranded between life and death. His journey then shifts away from warfare and towards something much more personal. Rescued by Sister Bridget, played beautifully by Jodie Comer, Robin finds himself recovering in an isolated sanctuary filled with society's forgotten souls. This section of the film becomes its emotional core. Rather than focusing on battles and political conflict, Sarnowski explores guilt, forgiveness, and identity. Robin is forced to confront a lifetime of destruction while surrounded by people who know nothing about his infamous reputation. For perhaps the first time in his life, he is judged not by the stories told about him, but by the choices he makes in the present. Jodie Comer brings remarkable warmth and humanity to the film. Her character refuses to see Robin as either a monster or a hero. Instead, she sees a wounded man struggling to understand himself. Their relationship develops slowly and naturally, creating some of the film's most powerful moments. Visually, The Death of Robin Hood is stunning. Every frame feels authentic to the harsh medieval setting. The cinematography captures both the beauty and cruelty of the natural world, while the sound design makes every arrow strike and every axe blow feel devastatingly real. Yet, what impressed me most was the film's refusal to offer easy answers. Most stories about redemption present forgiveness as a destination. This film treats redemption as a struggle. Robin desperately wants to rewrite his story, but the damage he has caused continues to ripple through the lives of others. The ghosts of his past never truly disappear. Michael Sarnowski approaches the legend almost like a historical investigation. He strips away centuries of romanticized storytelling and asks what kind of man might actually exist beneath the myth. The answer is uncomfortable, tragic, and surprisingly moving. The result is not a traditional Robin Hood movie. Viewers expecting grand adventures, heroic speeches, and crowd-pleasing action may be shocked by how introspective and somber this film becomes. But for those willing to embrace its slower pace and philosophical themes, The Death of Robin Hood offers something far more memorable. It is a story about the lies people tell themselves. It is a story about the difference between reputation and truth. Most importantly, it is a story about whether a person can ever escape the consequences of the life they have lived. By the time the final scene arrives, the film leaves audiences with a powerful realization. Legends are often born not from truth, but from the stories people choose to remember. The Death of Robin Hood may not be the version of the outlaw audiences expect, but it could be one of the most thought-provoking interpretations ever put on screen. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. Do you prefer the classic Robin Hood legend? Or are you excited to see this darker and more realistic interpretation? Let us know, and we'll see you in the next video.